money, and then the bank
give you like $10,000.
It gives you $10,000, but then it has to pay itself off. So I was on like round 125. I was like, I'm bored. Loan. Bought like one tower, maxed it out, and spent all 50 grand in like 1 second. I was like, oh damn! I spent half an hour slowly paying it off. It's like, oh, I regret doing that.
You can upgrade it with the new addition to Monkey Knowledge.
I saw the Monkey Knowledge thing. That's kind of cool. I like.
It's like a little permanent boofs.
I like how in depth it is. Especially after all these years.
And I got co-op mode, which me and Bo was supposed to play, but we haven't. Because I'm working, and then he's busy all the time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's Bowden and I working. Well, I work until like 3:30. Bowden works until 7. You
5 or 7.
From 1 to 9.
Yeah, and you work. Yeah.
It's a cascade of difficulty. Once I get my own place, it'll be a lot easier, at least.
You gotta find a new place.
I mean,
yeah. I told you, right?
Aren't you? Aren't you looking for a place, Dove?
I will be here soon, but I'm kind of still figuring it out.
I was gonna think.
I kind of have to refigure my life plan here.
Me and my.
Yeah.
I was gonna say me and my bud Jager are looking for a place, and if we can get like a 3-bed, 2-bath, that might save us all on having to spend money.
Okay.
I was literally already going. Oh, I mean, I was gonna go to Chena because they got a shitload of like 2x2s, so like the whole apartment.
But
like
you're going to fucking university in like 5 months, so no one wants to move in with you.
No.
The only thing is, I don't want to live in an apartment, especially not in Spokane.
It won't be in Spokane. It'll be in Chena.
No. Oh, in Cheney.
Yeah, it's all designed for roommates.
Yeah, me and my friend would be living in an apartment in the middle of Spokane. Yeah. 'Cause that's where we want to live.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I fucking hate. I would fucking die before I ever lived in Spokane.
I would kill to get a fucking place in the South Hill, with looking down on the fucking city.
I hate southern Spokane. I do not want to go there.
I think it looks really nice there.
It looks.
When you get over the hill.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the sort of gated community without the gate.
Yeah.
It's just a middle class America. It's all it is.
I'd argue higher middle class.
It's not upper. That's
not upper class, but like
northern Spokane has got an area where it's upper. There's an area where it's like, you know, that like when you're going you're going south into Spokane, you see that kind of cliff. There's a bunch of houses up there. No. That's the upper. That's where all the rich people live.
Yeah, no.
They have 3-4-story houses that cost like $1 million each.
I know.
There's a housing development up there. That's where we're working.
But those are some nice fucking houses. I went up there on accident one time.
They look nice. That's what I'm gonna say about them.
All houses are built the same, I assume.
They're mostly the same.
People are using cheaper and cheaper materials to make houses. Exactly. Is what I know.
Exactly.
So they're both the same, but they're just bigger and they look nicer.
Yeah.
It's all that matters is they look nicer.
Yeah, that's because once you get people living in the house, it's kind of hard to get back out of it. But yeah, God, I would never live in Spokane.
I told Bailey the other day, I was like, you know, Devin hates driving here, right? To D&D to my sister's house in fucking Hilliard. It's not really Hilliard. It's like like a bad part of Spokane, but it's in like the good bad part of Spokane, because it's like she's like, that person's an old person, that's an old person, that's an old person. All of my neighbors are old people.
That's not the Hilliard that I thought she was talking about. I thought she meant the Hilliard that was over by by like
I-90.
Yeah, by I-90, Maple and Ash. Because that place is the fucking hoods of Spokane. Like, dude, it's bad out there. I've had some coworkers of mine talk about they've seen some, or not seen, but they've heard some fucking gunshots coming from back there when they were at the supply house.
My cousin used to live out there.
Wild.
You said just daily you would hear people get shot.
There's a thing I read on fucking either Reddit or somewhere, but there was wherever the writer was living, they heard that their neighbor would, in order to keep the rent prices low, a person would anonymously and randomly just shoot around the place
Really?
just to keep the rent low, to keep the demand for houses low.
That's kind of cool.
Just so to keep the rent low.
Is that worth it? I heard that they were bringing the like Magic tournaments and stuff back.
Are they?
Yes.
I thought they were.
Dude,
I want to get the new set. Have you heard the fucking new set?
I do not pay attention. I stopped the second COVID happened, and there's no more tournaments. I haven't paid a single attention to any set.
I have not, but this new set does kind of fucking look cool.
I don't pay attention.
It's called
to sets
Strixhaven or something like that, and it's like Harry Potter. So there's 4, like, it's supposed to be like a college, and there's like 4 schools of magic.
Oh, they did. I saw it on a fucking arena. They were
that
promoting Strixhaven or whatever.
5 or 4 different classes, like schools. I want they call it something. But they call it the school, the class is called something else, and each one has like their own lore, like especially, and that one I think is like preserving history to the like absurd amount of point. Like they just go and they just fucking find ancient ruins, and that's the whole point.
Okay.
And then there's one that I think it's not Boros. Is it Boros? It's white blue.
White blue is Azurus.
Azurus, yeah, it's those 2 colors, and their whole bit was like is math. Their whole thing is just like mathematical formulas. That's the entire school. And then they get black and white, and then that's like the Slytherin fucking. I think they do like art. It's like the art school.
Okay.
Shit. You get theater kids. Yes, the Slytherins.
The art kids.
Well, they're supposed to be like the bad fucking class.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But that was always my favorite thing, was going to like tournaments and going to like 2-headed giant tournaments. Spending like $30 and just going fucking
cards.
Hanging out and talking with random fucking people for like 2 hours and having a blast.
Yeah.
Because it was so much more chill than the 1v1 tournaments.
Yeah.
That was full of tryhards. And just one person would be like, oh yeah, I studied every card in this set, every card that worked together, and I got a perfect draw. Cool.
I guess I lose.
I'm gonna lose, because I didn't pay attention to what I was doing, and we very often take fucking second and shit.
Yeah.
Just because we put together what looks fun.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna make a really control-heavy deck. You
do defense.
Do fucking something.
Well, me and Devin, I think we did that. We were like, one was offense and one was defense.
But
I did support and defense.
I remember it didn't work. Is what I remember.
We got pretty far.
We did beat one deck, or we did beat one pair.
I thought we got third or something like that.
Oh, we did. We weren't last, and we weren't second to last. I remember that.
Was it when I played with Orion?
I think so.
That's when we took second.
Yeah, I remember you
guys did really well.
Yeah, we fucking stomped everyone with pure luck.
Yeah.
I got this card because this guy drew the legendary artifact that's like
no, that was me and you.
1.
I remember
was different.
We won. I don't remember what game it was. But we won every single game flawlessly except the last fucking team.
Really?
And there were 2 like almost professional players.
Oh.
And then
they had perfect draws with like perfect combo that destroyed us.
And then the second game that we did, because it was best 2 out of 3. You kept like a 6 fucking land hand. You're like, yeah, let's keep this shit. I'm like, please, Bowden, don't do this. And you're like, yeah,
gonna work. It's gonna work.
Please, Bowden. Please get us a fighting chance.
Oh
I really liked. It wasn't with you, but we had one game that took a really long time against these guys.
Oh yeah,
because I had.
It took so long it had to end in a draw or something like that.
No, I had Parthelion, which is like a fucking an 8 mana cost. What was it? The thing you can fucking put creatures into. What are they called? Vehicles. It was a vehicle.
Oh yeah.
And like it was like
it spawned like fucking angels and
spawned
shit.
Angels whenever it swung. It was like if I swung with this, I was gonna win the game.
Yeah.
And he kept tapping it, and then eventually I killed his zombie, and then he used his zombie to tap my creature, and then I used my creature to get into my vehicle to get it to work, and then I swung at him and won the game. And it took like 15 turns to draw one control card. It took fucking forever. It was hilarious. They had no way of winning. They just had to stop it so we can get a draw.
I think it was me and Devin versus you and Orion, and we just fought each other, and we never finished the goddamn game.
It was the draw, because you guys kept gaining fucking life.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Because I kept fucking supporting us. I'm like,
that was the beginning.
Health.
That was the beginning of my red aggro deck, and then you played the fucking green food deck.
Yeah.
What that deck was supposed to do was create food tokens and deal damage to us. You could have killed us if you did that, but you didn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
You just kept gaining life.
Yeah.
You had everything.
We drawed because we ran out of time.
I think that was the only reason we didn't get like seeded higher or whatever was because of that.
Yeah, that draw.
I was like, we would have gotten fucking a higher seeding if you didn't fucking draw the game. Your guys' seeding would have been the same, but we were pushed back one because you fucking assholes.
I didn't lose, so
that's why I fucking
love those tournaments.
That's why I have the enchantment deck now. It was with you?
Yeah.
That the fucking almost perfect one. It was so fucking fun.
Then we found fucking two guys who kicked our ass so fast.
That's what happens every single time. Someone that paid really well attention to the expansion and got a good draw.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit for like these past 3 fucking sets because they're just kind of boring to me. But this one looks really cool. This one, and then what was the other one that I thought was really fucking sad at all because I didn't care.
They've just been pushing out way too many fucking expansions.
They have.
For me, it's the flavor of the expansion. It's whatever it looks neat.
I wish they would just put either more time or fucking less time into it, because it feels like they've pushed out 15 in the past year.
Yeah.
Like, way too fucking many. Because I know, from what it sounds like, they used to only do like 1 or 2 a year at the most.
That would make sense. Why wouldn't it be like that? Because then it's just...
I feel like what it is they come out with the expansion, people learn the expansion, the metas get made, instantly a new expansion, and just rinse and repeat. And it feels like it's just like trying to force people to buy way too much shit.
I remember I did not like War of the Spark.
I liked War of the Spark. Some of the lore was interesting.
I just felt like immediately after Infinity War, it was just magic, but Infinity War. Everyone fighting against this one almighty god.
Well, that's the thing. Infinity War just felt like, end times, but... Cause...
Avengers, and then...
it's all a rinse and... It's all someone's copying someone else ending their thing.
Yeah.
It's all different ending something really big.
The only bit of lore that I did like out of the War of the Spark was Fibblethip when that fucking shit came out.
Oh, Fibblethorpe.
Yeah.
The fucking frog.
It's not a frog, it's a...
Isn't it?
No, he's a homunculus.
Yeah.
Fibblethip the Lost, and he's like, where the fuck am I all the time? Like, in 7 expansions.
A wild fucking card, too.
Yeah, but he's like in 7 fucking different cards, and he's like, oh, where am I? That's the whole joke, is he's lost everywhere. And the whole reason why they knew they were gonna win, out of all the infinite fucking, what was it? There's a
Jace.
pharaoh god. There's a pharaoh god who can see like all possible possibilities of this war happening and how they're gonna win. And the only chance they were winning was because the sign of Fibblethip being in the middle of the battle, the sign that he was there, knew they were gonna win. He's like, where am I? And they're like, yes!
Yes, the savior has come!
It was just a sign that they were going to win.
He's the Messiah!
I'm not the Messiah!
I always liked I read up on the lore of, like, Ob Nixilis a little bit.
Yeah, that was funny.
I was bored. It's just like, he's a really bad guy that everyone hates. Nobody likes him, and he constantly tortures and steals planeswalkers, and they have to save them from Ob Nixilis. And then Ob Nixilis shows up in the end, and they're like, okay, Ob Nixilis, you're joining with us. He's like, okay. They send him to go fight, and he's like, okay. He fights for a little bit, and then just goes around torturing people and taking their souls. And then once War of the Spark's over, he just fucks off into a different plane and starts torturing people over there. And they're like, oh shit, now we gotta deal with him.
My favorite ever is Phaeaxia, by far. The whole metal artifact planet that, fucking, what's his name? Is the Golem guy?
Karn,
not Corn.
Corn.
Yeah, it's Karn, because he got banished to this plane of existence after what's his name? He's the guy, like the Giga fucking scientist who made like a bunch of like legendary artifacts. He made Karn.
Shoot, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, he's got the Urza. Yeah, Urza, because they had the fucking bullshit lands that I guess aren't really that bullshit. The mine and the power reactor and the other. You get 3 of them and they all tap for like 3 fucking mana. You get all of them in the field, and they all tap for fucking.
It's the only way to win on turn 1, I think. Or 2.
But
I can't remember.
fucking It's really bullshit. It's very funny. But anyway, that's my favorite lore is this fucking mad G